Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on Lovable AI, how to build a website. Now, what if building a professional website was as easy as talking to a developer? No drag and drop, no templates, just a conversation. That's exactly the promise of Lovable, the AI website builder that's revolutionizing how we create the web for 2025. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a stunning, fully functional portfolio website from scratch using nothing but plain English prompts. We're going to go from a blank canvas to a live, multi-section website with animations and a contact form in just 6 minutes. Let's dive in. The magic of Lovable starts with a prompt. Instead of building piece by piece, we're going to use a mega prompt that I'm going to show you here to describe the entire website at once. As you can see, I have curated a great prompt that is very detailed, and I'm defining multiple things in here, such as, the visual style, the entire page structure, and even small details like hover effects. This is the key to getting a great result fast and, not having to do a lot of editing. You're just going to tell the AI what you want it to do exactly. You can also attach like an image or like a design that you have made for this page. This is going to be useful for designers that work, for example, with Figma. And if you prepare like a certain draft for the visual design, you can attach it to help the AI create this. Now, you should also, in my opinion, set this thing in here, the visibility to workspace or personal. But that's going to require you to have a pro or business plan. Otherwise, people are going to be able to see your page. But you're going to have to do this if you have a free plan. So let's go to create. Lovable is going to act like a full AI stack engineer, generating the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the entire site in real time. In a couple of minutes, we're going to have a complete website. While this is generating, guys, just keep in mind that this is actually the free plan. You can just go to the pricing tools in here and see the different plans. As you can see, you have the pro plan, the business, and the enterprise. I recommend that you go for the pro or the business for the time being, but you can just try around in the free plan. And now this is what the page is going to look like, okay? It actually looks amazing, but it needs a few tweaks. This is your draft and this is your foundation, but you can make any change that you want through the chat, like you can change fonts or add new animations. Lovable is going to understand the context and applies the change site-wide. You can, for example, say something like change the font for all headings to Arial or something like that, right? It is going to try to change all of this text to Arial. You can also ask for the smooth scroll animation when clicking these navigation links, things like that, okay? If you, for example, want to add or want to edit a specific part of this website, keep in mind to have this button selected, the edit button, okay? Because if you unselect it, you're not going to be able to actually, click on this. You're just going to be able to scroll down and see like the full page and things like that, okay? But not actually edit something. But if you click on it, you can select each individual section and you can start to do stuff. You can, for example, just modify this little title in here and you can ask or you can add more text. Let's say, for example, that you want to modify this paragraph in here to make it more engaging. So this is something that you can actually do. You can just select this whole paragraph in here and you can ask for changes. Okay, and this as well. You can say like something like, I don't know, make this more engaging, make this more personal, make this shorter, make this longer. You can do a lot of things with this. Remember as well, guys, that you can actually edit the code by clicking on this button here. This button here is going to open the different, parts of the web page, and you can actually click on them and see the code, and you can modify them to upload images or, modify different small things if you know coding. But this is actually going to require a paid plan, okay, to edit the code, as you can see in here. Something that I strongly recommend you do is type a prompt here that is going to say something like connect the contact form to a database. When a user submits, save the name, email a message, and then send me an email notification. This is going to allow you to basically, when a user fills in this form in the contact section, you're going to receive a notification in your database, and you're going to be saved it to the database, which is going to be amazing, and it's going to allow you to keep track of all the different things. And this is going to integrate with the Superbase database, which is in here, and you can just connect to it. I'm going to show you this in our tutorial as well. You can also, by the way, just integrate it to GitHub, as you can see here by clicking on this button. So you can just click on connect to GitHub, and this is going to make sure to export the code to your GitHub repository. Now, before anything else, guys, I recommend that you try the different views. You have the desktop, the mobile, and the tablet. This is going to change to the tablet version, as you can see in here. This is going to change to the mobile version, okay, which looks pretty good. And this is going to change back to the desktop version. And you can watch this in a new tab. So just click in here, and that's going to take you to this little page. And it looks amazing, as you can see. So I think that we're ready to publish it. So how are we going to deploy it? It's actually just as easy. We're just going to click on publish in here. This is going to give us what, our domain. You can also add a custom domain, as I'm going to show you in our tutorial. And here you can see how it's going to look, the description, the icon, the title. And you can just click on publish whenever you're ready. Okay, guys? So this is something that you can do. So this is a pretty good tool in general. The only thing that I don't quite like about this is that it doesn't have like a built-in editor. You kind of have to rely on the AI to do things for you, or on the code if you know how to edit it. But it doesn't have your typical, website editor where you can like drag and drop, modify image directly, things like that. You kind of have to do it, through the in-game editor, which is kind of slow or kind of like simple. It's too simple. Or to the AI, which can be a little bit limiting sometimes. But yeah, it's pretty good in general, and I recommend you trying the free plan. Thank you so much, guys.